Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Monday, February 3rd, around 9 p.m. Mountain Time, 2025. The earthquake swarm in Santorini at the volcano intensifies, causing enormous anxiety and mass evacuations. The ferries are full, and there's bumper-to-bumper traffic to get on and off the island. The earthquake swarm northeast of the island of Santorini has been intensifying with more than 2,000 quakes being recorded in the past 48 hours, including quakes greater than 5 magnitude. Buckle up and keep calm. It's boom time. Well, if you missed it, yesterday was Groundhog Day, and the original Punxsutawney Phil from Pennsylvania saw his shadow, meaning 6 more weeks of winter for Pennsylvania. But the other 5 counterparts of Punxsutawney, the other groundhogs across the country, they didn't see any shadow. So they predicted summer coming early. But it looks like winter is going to be here for a while. Dangerous ice threat is looming for the Northeast and the Midwest as a midweek winter storm brews over the U.S. Currently, there is a high confidence for threat of sleet and freezing rain in the Great Lakes as well as the Northeast. Just where this low-pressure system will move is the question on how much snow will hit the ground. Low confidence in where the storm will track and where the worst impacts will occur, but by tomorrow, we will have much higher confidence. There will be abundant warm air surging from the south, colliding with this Arctic air. And a winter storm is also expected to hit Tahoe and California's Sierra in the coming days, bringing 3 feet of snow to Cali and up to 2 feet of snow for Nevada in Reno. On Sunday, the National Weather Service in Reno, Nevada announced a winter storm warning in effect from 10 a.m. Monday until 10 p.m. Tuesday for the Lassen, eastern Plumas, and eastern Sierra counties. And a historic landslide complex that we've discussed here in Rancho Palos Verdes on the peninsula is now increasing in speed and sliding as much as 4 inches per week, putting hundreds of buildings at risk and an entire subdivision. With increased rains and snow, it will only get worse here as the inevitable landslide will make its way down slope. And here is the full forecast. Heavy rain and snow from central California to the northern Rockies through midweek. Ice and snow returns later this week to the mid-Atlantic and New England. Should be a spicy beginning of February here. Moderate to heavy rain with a risk for flooding will continue for northern and central California with heavy mountain snow in the Sierras and southern Cascades as well as the northern Rockies through midweek. Low pressure tracking through the Ohio Valley and off the northeast coast Wednesday into Thursday will bring moderate to locally heavy rain south of its track and ice and snow to the north. Let's take a look at the full forecast. This is total snowfall, and it looks quite epic. A quick look at the GFS model here shows system after system making its way from west to east, one after another, as we make our way through mid-February. In fact, 4 systems through Valentine's Day, and we may even see a Valentine's Day blizzard in some areas, as well as a post-Valentine's blizzard for the East Coast. It's going to be spicy. Let's walk it through the total snowfall and the events ahead. Here is Tuesday into Wednesday. The system in the west is going to bring heavy snow there with light to moderate snow from a clipper there in the northeast as well. We're talking 3 or 4 feet of snow for the Sierras, northern Cali, and the Cascades through Thursday. Here is Friday and Saturday as that system sets up, moving across the northeast and the northern tier. Still far out, and the models really aren't lining up, but another system in the west will move east. A second layer, a third layer, and a final 4th layer could be bringing some record-breaking snow to someone on the East Coast as we head through mid-February. This is what it looks like February 16th. Holy macaroni. Shut up, Al. Get in your hole. Al Gore is not happy with this forecast. Seismic update. Most recent rumbler just kicked off, 5.7 in the west, chilly rise. We have some interesting activity, a 5.0 in Diomede, Alaska. Here is that uptick in Greece. We've been talking about over 2,000 quakes today. A 5.1 in that region is raising eyebrows and increasing evacuations. We're talking about Santorini Volcano in Greece as an earthquake swarm intensifies, causing enormous anxiety in the region. The swarm on northeast of the island of Santorini continues today. Offshore has been intensifying with more than 2,000 quakes having been recorded in just the last 48 hours. While it consisted mainly of smaller quakes of magnitudes 2, 3, barely noticeable in the first few days of the crisis that started on January 27th, it now includes frequent felt quakes reaching magnitude 4 or higher in the region. And here we can see, this is live, updated. The amount of quakes just in the last 48 hours is epic. And once we get these yellow circles, these are all magnitude 4 or greater. They seem to be now centered here at 10 kilometers depth, which would be the depth of a caldera filling up. When these jump up here and get more prevalent like they are right now at the 5-kilometer level, maybe we could be seeing an imminent eruption. Many people are claiming this may be also tectonic activity, but we do have some evidence that it may be an old caldera that has reawakened. The Santorini earthquake swarm is now triggering evacuations amid fears of a larger quake. Any quake 6, 7 magnitude could trigger a tsunami, which would add insult to injury to this ongoing crisis. Now, the series of earthquakes near the popular tourist destination of Santorini and surrounding Greek islands has prompted the deployment of emergency crews, school closures, and voluntary evacuations amid fears of a larger earthquake, according to local media. There are multiple live streams on Santorini showing gridlock traffic of people trying to get to those ferries and get off of the island. The strongest earthquake in the swarm was recorded today, according to the USGS, a magnitude 5.0. We showed 5.1, but regardless, the largest in the set as the number of quakes are increasing daily. So, bad news there. And, well, we're going to be keeping a close eye on Santorini as the situation develops. Let me refresh this. And yeah, so it appears as if a lot of smaller quakes are now moving up into that magma chamber depth of 5 kilometers. And so we'll keep a close eye on this developing situation. Any new news, we'll bring it to you immediately, live. Svartsvengi on the Reykjanes Peninsula continues its uplift with the increased likelihood of an eruption now in the window of inevitability. The lower boundary has been reached, and so we've got another eruption that will be happening in the next few weeks. So buckle up. It's getting interesting on Earth. Bezamiani volcano today, a new eruption as well. A quick look over at space weather for the day, and we can see a 36 to 48 hour uptick in flaring due to many active regions now facing Earth. We have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant active regions flaring, including the most active 3978 and 3981. And we had almost an X flare emanating from 3981 earlier today, M8.8. But multiple M flares have been occurring. There's that M8.8. We have an M6.1, an M4.3, and now an M2.6. So the activity is getting jiggy. We don't have much in the way of coronal mass ejections or increased space weather, but the activity on the sun is increasing nonetheless. NASA is launching a new space telescope, which may be even better than the James Webb. The new telescope, called the Sphere X, to share its ride with the agency's Punch mission to study the sun. I wonder why they're studying the sun. A new character, an egg shell white conical probe named Sphere X, which stands for the spectrophotometer for history of the universe, epic of reionization and ICE's explorer. We'll enter NASA's Space Telescope EPIC in February if everything goes as planned. Taking a snapshot with James Webb Space Telescope is like taking a picture in person. But taking a picture with this Sphere X gives you a 360-degree panoramic view, where as you watch it, you can notice things happening anywhere in the entire 360-degree view frame. So Sphere X and other survey missions can do is almost like going into panorama mode when you want to catch a big group of people and the thing standing behind or around them. So this is breakthrough technology, and cross your fingers, we may just find aliens. Earth's underwater world is full of life. Or should I say underworld? This has nothing to do with water. It has to do with the biome on Earth. Many people think that most of the life on Earth is on the surface, but that couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, 80% of our biome is underground, and it is being found ever deeper. In an ambitious 8-year census, an international team of scientists has found an astonishing diversity of microbes living beneath our planet's surface, deeper than anything we've discovered prior. Led by microbial ecologist Emil Ruff from the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute in the U.S. and bioinformationists Isabella Hrabi De Angelis from the Max Planck Institute for Chemistry in Germany, the study has termed up life forms as deep as 491 meters below the ocean floor. That's 1,610 feet deep below the ocean floor, and even further below land surfaces, with microbes showing up as far as 2.7 miles deep in the crust. Now, the team analyzed samples from more than 50 locations across the globe, collected from above and below Earth's surface, as well as sites like caves, deep-sea hydrothermal vents that form the surface threshold. And the work is groundbreaking, to say the least. Also, we've got new undiscovered communities deep in the ocean. Scientists uncover a deep-sea mystery hidden beneath the Arctic. And these discoveries are further north than ever before. Deep beneath the icy waters of the Barents Sea, scientists have stumbled upon something extraordinary, a geological formation unlike anything they expected to find in this remote Arctic region. Hidden 400 meters below the surface, this structure that you're looking at here in the picture is reshaping what researchers thought they knew about the deep sea environment. But what exactly is it? Well, it's a mud volcano. Yeah, deep beneath the icy waters of the Barents Sea, scientists have made an extraordinary discovery. A long-hidden mud volcano sitting at a depth of 400 meters, named Borealis mud volcano. This ancient geological formation was uncovered during an expedition led by UiT, the Arctic University of Norway, in 2023. But what makes this find so remarkable is just not its existence, but it's the fact that this seemingly inhospitable structure is teeming with life. The underwater volcano, unlike its fiery counterparts on land, releases methane-rich fluids rather than lava. While deep-sea volcanic environments are often thought of as hostile and barren, initial observations suggest that the Borealis mud volcano is playing a vital role in supporting Arctic marine life. Scientists believe that this unique ecosystem could be a sanctuary for vulnerable species in the region. Well, I do digress. The reality is that we don't know nothing about space, and we don't know nothing about the deep sea ocean. Everything we do, there are new discoveries. Every deep dive in a submersible, we discover new species and now new biomes. In the depths, near a mud volcano, spewing methane-rich gases in the Arctic. That's fantastic. Even more fantastic news, physicists confirm the existence of a third form of magnetism, and there may even be a fourth. This new form of magnetism, which is called anti-ferromagnetism, right there, is a phenomenon that has been theorized and tinkered with for the better part of a century, but now actually observed in a lab. The more recently, a third configuration of particles in ferromagnetic material was theorized. In what's referred to as altermagnetism, particles are arranged in a canceling fashion like anti-ferromagnetism, yet rotated just enough to allow for confined forces in a nanoscale. Let that sink in. It's all electromagnetism, folks. The universe, our consciousness, all the information that ever existed, it's all electromagnetic. And that includes backup batteries, for goodness sakes, which could, well, keep you alive and thriving in a bad situation. Have you considered a power station in the past? What kind of power station are you looking for? Well, I can tell you, you need to look no further than Opus. They have every type and style and size of power battery and power bank you could ever need. As far as whole home replacement, all the way down to the new Exodus 1200 portable system, which if you use our coupon code or our link below, you get over 50% off. I think you get it for $349. The $699 retail value is one of the best prices in the industry with 5 stars. But because the launch of the product just happened, the half price will last until Valentine's Day. So go get your sweetheart some preparedness. Get her the Opus Exodus 1200 portable power station, and it may just save your lives. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please share this video. We are shadow banned and we are demonetized on Magnetic Reversal News. They're coming after us. We want you all to migrate over to Rumble. The links are below the video in the description box, so subscribe now. And we'll see you all on the next one. Be safe. We love you. And that is a boom.